Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to game number 4 between University of North Texas versus University of Houston. And currently, yes, University of North Texas is leading the series 3-0. And this is really, really dangerous for University of Houston because now they have to win 4 games in a row if they want to come back. Whereas FG Sonata, aka Lawrence Vanderpool, who is the Pink Zerg playing for University of North Texas, just has to win this game to close out the series and advance his team to the finals. So really, Sonata has got to be feeling pretty comfortable, especially on Tal'Darim Altar, this huge, huge map with the great wide open natural. And the third, right there, there are some rocks, but those can be taken out pretty quick. Whereas PZSniXSniPe, aka Michael Niven, playing for University of Houston, he's got to be feeling pretty nervous. We're probably going to be seeing some pretty conservative play. Yeah, the the supply depot going down at the wall just to be safe. And we may or may not see an early expansion. We may see some early pressure. I have no idea. The first 3 games were super, super fast, very, very crazy, fast-paced play from both players, and the games, I believe, ended within 20 minutes, all 3 games. So very, very fast play, and I know that was probably like spoiler-tastic, but I don't even care, man. That was they were good games. Game number 3, I learned an awesome 2v2 trick, and I recommend you guys should go check it out. So yeah, we do see 1 gas going down, so probably not going to see a super early expansion quite yet, whereas Sonata is grabbing his natural before pool, so he is going for that standard hatch first, sort of opening on Tal'Darim Altar. He does scout and see that Snipe is in that favorite Terran position where he can just siege up into the natural. And Snipe, if he knows his timings for this map, can guess that his opponent is in that position. So let's see, the drone is actually just going to try to deny a supply depot. Nope, it does not manage to do so. So Snipe can manage to guess that his opponent is in this natural position, and he will hopefully go for some siege tank play, but it will be up to Sonata to try to counter and deal with that on his own. So really, it's just going to be a question of, well, who's going for what? So Snipe currently is only on 1 gas. He is grabbing that pretty quick factory, probably going to add on a reactor pretty soon to get out those reactored Hellions. Yeah, there we go, already pulling back with that barracks, getting it in position. And where's the gas? 1, 2, and 3. The reactor goes down. So yes, we are going to see some reactored Hellions for some early pressure, and these Marines are just scouting around. I have no idea what they're scouting around for, but whatever it is they're looking for, they did not manage to find it. Oh, I believe they're hunting for overlords, just to make sure if there is one in transit they can manage to pick it off. So where actually are those overlords? It's only on its way now, so his timing is just a little bit off. Well, there's 1, here's 2, there should be about 3 overlords by now. The third is, oh, it's just sitting at the natural, so the third overlord ended up not getting rallied. So Sonata, meanwhile, just playing safe and standard, wow, English is just such a difficult language. I empathize with all of you foreigners. Safe and standard, Zergling speed with some extra queens. Let's see, he's actually got 1 queen currently, so he's not actually getting those extra queens, just staying on 2 queens. Going to see if he can hold this sort of Hellion harassment. Oh man, there is a CC first from Snipe, so he is going to try to go for a little mid or to late game push. We're probably going to see an NG Bay for some upgrades pretty soon, and here come the Hellions. They do manage to catch a Zergling out of position. This poor Zergling will be roasted, but the Hellions need to be on their way across the map. This is time in which Sonata could be reacting. He could be dropping his Spine Crawler, he could be getting more Zerglings. It's really all going to be, oh, here we go. We now have the Evo chamber just sort of closing the wall a little bit. Let's see if we're going to have a Roach Horn come down pretty soon. No, it looks like it was just an extractor trick to increase that supply. And the macro hatch, yes, he is in fact decreasing that wall. These Hellions are continuing to run them out around the map. I'm not sure what they're looking for, but here they finally come on their way into the natural. There are a healthy number of Zerglings. The Spine Crawler did just, is about to start. No, looks like it isn't going down. Zerglings do now have speed, and there is a lot of creep, so this natural is going to be pretty well defended against these Hellions. We see a couple more on their way. A bunker will deny that Zergling scout. However, the Zergling did see that expansion. Let me just check real quick. Yes, it did manage to see that expansion. Does know the orbital is there. Did not see the reactored Hellions. did not see the Starport Banshees for the harass, but I'm pretty sure Sonata can assume he does have that Evo chamber, and there he is, just grabbing a Sport Crawler just to be safe. And oh no, the Zerglings got a little bit out of position. Those Hellions are now running in to do a little damage. So here we are, just a little bit. One Spine Crawler about to finish. That'll help the defense a lot. I'm actually not sure I agree with the placement of the Spine Crawler, because as you just saw with the Queen in hold position right here, it forces the Hellions to funnel into the natural, which is something you don't want. You want to force the Hellions into a corner or into a wall away from the drone line. From here, they literally just go around the hatchery into the drone line, which is pretty bad. So if he does, if Snipe manages to amass a large enough amount of Hellions, he can just run in, but the creep spread is absolutely phenomenal. And one gets picked off right away, and another one about to go down, so some pretty decent creep spread will give him some room. And the Zerglings are now on the map. They are spotted by the Hellions, and let's see, they do manage to get away. Looks like they are just juking across the map to escape from those Hellions. Meanwhile, we do have an NG Bay going down, so going to be seeing some quick bio upgrades. That Banshee is getting Cloak. Currently one is done, a second is about to finish. Not moving out with the first Banshee, waiting for the second. I do like this, just making sure you can one-shot drones whenever you do move out with those Banshees. And Stim is on the way, adding on 1, 2, 3 more barracks, so just transferring into that standard bio play. Another quick CC. Where is that CC? There it is. So this CC will allow for a quick third, some crazy macro play from Snipe. Looks like he's just trying to contain his opponent with Banshees and Hellions while he works himself up to 3-base bio ball. And typically, containing your opponent involves more than just poking with the Hellions. You have to do some sort of damage to curb the Zerg's ridiculous growth. And here come the Hellions just to make sure there is no third. So let's see, these Hellions are going to have to be careful. Oh, they do have their back against the wall. They need to be careful. A surround is coming in. Oh man, the Hellions managed to get surrounded. A little bit of miscontrol from Snipe as he loses all of the Hellions for a couple of Zerglings. Not a good trade at all. And uh-oh, here are the Banshees. That Sport Crawler is finished, so it does have vision, but an Overseer is being morphed in just in case. The Queens will be able to scare it off, but is there creep between the bases? There actually is, so these Queens can successfully manage their way around. And oh no, a Queen is caught out of position. And look at this, is such an odd position for the Queen, just cornered in the middle of the map. So looks like Sonata will hopefully kill that Queen pretty soon. These Banshees, let's see if they did get any kills. 1, 2 plus 5 is 7. So these Banshees did manage to get a little bit of drones, but just not enough to curb the amazing growth of the Zerg. We just take a look at the income. It is 57 to 48 harvesters, so really not too terrible. And Sonata is grabbing that Spire, so he does need to take that gas in the natural. So let's see. Oh, I'm zoomed in a little. So he does have the Spire, which is scouted, but he does not have workers in that gas. And the third is just now going down. Zerglings are patrolling around the map just to scout around. Marines have now just started massive production, but looking at the upgrades, +1 is about to finish for Snipe. He does have siege tanks with siege tech, so standard Marine siege tank bio. Whereas, oh, here we go. It is currently 1 to 0 for Sonata. He does have +2 melee attack and carapace on the way, and the Zergling is going to scout and see the composition, sees those Banshees, which really make this army pretty dangerous because the Banshees do so much damage so quickly. 24 damage per shot, which is just crazy. Well, it's 12 per missile, and they fire 2 missiles, so 24. And as long as these Evo chambers are just churning out upgrades, and Sonata is continuing to add on so many drones, he's just going to be getting so far ahead. Look at this. And the third is going down. Let's see, it doesn't look like that third command center is being put to use yet. It is just making SCVs for now. So as far as workers, Snipe is staying fairly far ahead. He's currently 11 behind, especially with those mules. We take a look at the income. He is managing to keep up with the Zerg. Both players are relatively even, but it's all going to come down to these Mulisks, how much damage they can do, if they can allow Sonata to get ahead. Oh my goodness, running into the Terran army is not a way to do that. Oh boy, that was scary for just a second there. Let's see, the Mulisks do decide to back out. There are turrets in the natural. Let's see, one turret in the back of the main. Turrets behind the main mineral line as well. So yeah, some great base defenses set up for Snipe. Doesn't look like it wants to take any chances. Getting a lot of Marines now. This is quite a bit of Marines. And Baneling Nest is out. There is centrifugal hooks on the way. And with that +1 attack, +2 attack, and +1 armor, those banelings are going to do a lot of damage to the ground marines and even the siege tanks. So just looking at the supply, it is fairly even. Both players managing to keep up with each other. Snipe currently at 137 supply and a little bit of supply blocked, I might add, whereas Sonata at 156, now adding on a few bunkers just to wall in that sort of mining base. And oh, that's actually really cool. He actually is walling in the base over here and over here, which means the only way the Zerglings can get in is through units, through attacking units. So we actually now have an infestation pit going down, some more mutalisks being added. I don't believe they have any aerial attacks being added on. Meanwhile, Overlord speed is being added. So here come the mutalisks. Let's see if they are going to try to get in. Oh, they see the tower and decide to go in anyways. One tower about to go down. It does fall. Let's see if the second one also goes down. The Marines are stimmed in position. Looks like they will scare away the rest of those mutalisks. And another one does go down. So losing 2 mutalisks for 1 tower, which is repaired. The second tower is repaired. So not really quite that good a trade, as the mutalisks numbers just aren't getting high enough. And it does look like, oh, Snipe asked for a pause. They're talking about something. Something about a stream or other. And yeah, Sonata taking his 4th. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gases. I believe he should be killing his own queen now. No, he is not. Well, there was some queen attack going on. I don't know quite what was happening. The mutalisks looked like they were going to try to pressure in a little bit more. And one turret did go down, another one was repaired, but the Marines are able to scare those away. As the Zergling numbers continue to rise, both players even in supply, 175 to 175. It's all going to come down to the engage. And look at the creep spread. Great creep spread all the way out to his opponent's base. And it does look like Snipe is going to try to get into that natural position just off of the natural where he can lay siege to it. And we do have a lot of banelings. Oh my gosh, a lot of banelings in production, along with the ones that are currently on the map. So it's just going to be up to the spread. The Marines are pushing forward. They are going to try to catch some overlords. Here comes the flank. The Zerglings are getting in. No stim just yet. Oh, the stim gets out. The Zerglings are flanking the Marines, and a huge baneling bust obliterates that Terran army, and it is just mopped up. Oh my goodness. An amazing flank from Sonata allows him to waltz into the natural and clear up any remaining reinforcements from Snipe. Currently 185 to supply to 114. This is the worst luck of all with this shitty lag, says Snipe. And that is game number 4. He GG's and taps out Adrenal Glands, 82 Zerglings, and an Ultralisk Cavern to cinch up the game for Sonata, in addition to +1 flyer attack. So crazy flank takes the game. And yeah, University of North Texas sweeps the series 4-0 with some crazy good play. Not to say University of Houston didn't play poorly or didn't play well. They played really excellently. The University of Texas, North Texas, just absolutely swept them with some very fast, very aggressive play, which was really cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was game number 4. The series is over with University of North Texas advancing, and I will see you guys in the next series. Thank you guys so much for watching.